Hi, welcome to another episode of the Code Coder. I am your Code Coder, and today I'm going to try to make you great, help you innovate. We are on part 3 of Buildbox Voodoo game, version 1, and we have the file we've been using on the desktop. Let's open it up and get started. All right, so Buildbox, again, great game engine to create hyper-casual games, get you up and running, creates very addictive games that you can get up in the App Store quickly, and it has some rigor to it. Okay, it's made to be easy, but it has a little rigor if you have those students that want to add code or drill down code a little bit. Yeah, it gets in there. So let's talk about the next part. So we have this 3D world. Let's go ahead and run it so you can see where we're at. So we're here and we're running it, and we can have these hoops. Now if I try to go around the hoop, okay, it all of a sudden, boom, has these enemies in there, but they're kind of hidden. So today's lecture is really about putting decorations into your Buildbox game, and let's start doing that. Okay, so I'm gonna just scroll around, and I'm gonna go back to start. I'm on the start page, and I'm just gonna make these decorations. So to get decorations, I probably have to add another cube, right? And so this cube, we're just going to call it decoration. Okay, something like that, right? And we're going to put this decoration into the scene. And I want this thing to be just flush with the ground. So I'm going to go all the way down to where it doesn't show, you know, and I'm going to look at that, something like that. Let's see what that looks like. So I'm going to, like this, I'm going to scroll in. Still looks like it's up a little bit. Let's take it down all the way flush. Here we go. All right. We can also just go like this. If I go 0, remember that's the center of it. And 0 will actually make it go below the ground. Did it? Position, rotation, 0. Yeah, so 0 is the center anchor. So the anchor point in the very center of these. And you see this thing is 1. So I guess to make it go down, I'd have to go minus 0.5. No, minus 1. Okay, so, and it still looks like it's up a little bit. So let's just, like I said, I want it to be even with the ground. Okay, so that looks good. Let's move it like that. Okay, and then let's hit 3 on the keyboard and change its line. And I'll go ahead and get over the top here, zoom out and get over the top. So again, I'm hitting control space on the keyboard so I can do this. I'm hitting 1, and then I'm gonna go ahead and move this back. And then I'm gonna go ahead and move it right across. So let's see if that's lined up. Out. That, and then line it up perfectly with this. Okay, and then make it perfectly in the center, because when I scale it, it's going to scale on both sides. So I'm going to go something like this. Scale it. Now this will be a decoration, so we're going to keep it on, so I can't have it go through the wall. So yeah, so let's see what that looks like. Good. Okay, now in order to put it on the other side, I got to duplicate it. So there, I duplicate it, hit 1 and slide it over here. But what I'm going to have to do here is make sure it's right in the center of that. Scale it down. 3. So you see how I do it? So now there's a nice line there, so you know there's some kind of boundary. So if you play it, Command S first, play it, it'll show a boundary. That boundary's nice, and I still hit because my enemy's still there. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put that boundary on all of them, and yeah, let's see how quick I can do this. Okay, so again, I could just go ahead and hit D, duplicate, and slide it back. Slide it down here. I'll get over the top of it so I can see real quick. Is slide this one here, make it in the middle. 3, confine it. Okay. Okay. Hit D. 1. Get in the middle. 3. Okay. Pretty good. Right? And then you got to do all for the others. So I might as well go ahead and copy this one and go to the next layer and paste it. And that actually looks pretty good. This one. So looks like I had the same. D, duplicate it, come over here. Put it right in the middle. 3, confine it. So you could actually make these games pretty quick. Okay, duplicate it. 1, bring it up here, put it in the middle. Give me a better look at it. Okay, see how it's a little bit off. So middle this. 3, big. Okay, duplicate it. 1, right in the middle. 3. So yeah, you make these pretty quick. This one looks like it's. Take a look at it. Looks pretty good. Okay. D. 1. Zoom it up here. Put it in the middle. It's even. Control spacebar so I get right over the top of it. Zoom it in a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. You definitely want to see that if you're in the middle of it. Looks pretty good. 3. Okay, pretty good. D. 1. Scoot it over here. The middle. 3. Okay, and then I got to do it for all sides. So if I look at this, it looks pretty good. Okay, so 2. Paste it. There it is in the back. Okay, scroll down. Move it down here a little bit. 1. Middle. 3. Make it smaller. D. 1. 3. Here. Over right now. 3. 1. Really cool, right? Really easy to use software program to put together things. Side. Okay, move it a little bit. Okay, D. It. So that was pretty easy to do. Quickly get your decorations in. There should be a quicker way to do it, but for right now, that's the way I decided to do it for this tutorial. And if I go ahead and play it, you're going to see a nice, there's all the boundaries are in there. Okay, so zipping around, looking really good. Okay, so no problems. Going through. It's really good. Okay, so that's decorations. So now let's talk about changing some colors up a little bit, and we'll start with the main character. Okay, and the main character is going to have a little bit better. Let's get a better one. So let's go in here and do like a muted orange. So we'll come up over here so you guys can see it. Kind of come in here with this muted color. That maybe. Orange. Okay. So he changed there. Let's go back to 1 so you can see him. I'll scroll in for you. Yes. Okay. If you click on them, you can also see that you can put in textures. We actually had some box textures to put into them and make them look kind of cool, but that's good for it. Let's do the ground, okay? And so the ground needs a different color. We'll go ground. I'll click ground over here, and it's purple. So let's do like a muted green color, and something like that. Looks pretty good. Okay. And how about the walls? Okay, so walls, we'll do like a purple color here, maybe something like that. Looks good. Okay. Then for the Taurus is the same thing. So Taurus walls looks good. And then these lines, okay? All these lines should be the same color also. So let's click on the decorations. I wonder if I could do them all. Let's do them all at the same time. No, they're down here. Well, yeah, it'll actually do them all at the same time because it's a class. So come down here. You see that it's the same. I could take this dropper and come in here and get the color from there. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And save. Anytime you do a lot of work, make sure you save. So if I run it, it has some nice colors in it. Okay. And something else, you see how you can see the black around the edges? Maybe I could extend the, I'll extend the ground area so that you don't see it. So let's go ahead and click on this and hit 3 and then kind of scale it out. Okay, let's see if it's, you can see. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Oh, no, there it is. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so let's take the other ones the same. So if I take the scale on this, it looks like it's 17 or the 10.33. So I'll try the other ones to be 10.33. 10. Perfect. And then this one, 10.3. Okay, and I'll play this. Let's see what that looks like. It's crashed. Okay, it's working. All right, so here we go. Looking really good. See a trail. Okay, and I can't see any of the background, so it's really good. Okay, and then if you want to, you can actually put in some. Ooh. Okay, if you want to, you can actually put in some more smart objects. So I sometimes do this. Let's see if I can find another smart object for us to put in. So asset library, it just says assets, but I call them smart assets. And let's do a scale cube. So if I double click that or click add to library, it'll actually scale as we're going through it. So if I bring it in here and just kind of maybe set it down, let's say right here. One. Let's put it out here where you can see it way up here. Actually, right, and these have a scale cube, so I could start them at 0.5. Okay. 5, and then I could say they're going to scale up to, let's see, 1.5. 5. Okay, so they're going to scale. So if I run that, watch, it'll do something like this. Oops. There it is. Oh, it didn't actually start. We actually have to tell it to start, so it's sitting there, not ready to start yet. Let me see if it's positioned in the correct position. Yeah, there it is. Let's put it over just a little bit more this way so you can see it. All right, and then there's something that will make this thing wake as you come up on it. And so what we're going to do is actually we're going to wake it up, okay? And okay, so it basically has to come in here and say, I'm going to wake up when I'm enabled and scale cube it out. So there it is. And let's see. Let's see if I it's in here correctly. Wake up. Distance is 0. Let's do it a little bit earlier than that. So distance, let's put like 600, so it's a little bit closer. Okay, so let's play it now. So we get 600 pixels from it. It'll start playing. You don't see it. Actually, not seeing it show up. Oh, there it is. Didn't quite get to it. It was like in the last scene. All right, so let's try that again. It was in the scene 2, so I gotta go through all these hoops. There it is, and then see how it blew up. Okay, so we could kind of make that thing come in. Let's change the color on it, maybe pinkish color. Okay, something like that. Some muted pink, and when we run it, it basically has a object that already has settings that we could quickly just change some of the properties to it, and it automatically jumps in and starts working. Pretty cool. Add to your game. It was still green. Didn't even change to pink. Make sure I select on it, muted pink color to kind of go our colors of our game. There it is. That's better. Okay, and if I wanted to, I could copy this, put one on this side. In fact, let's go to scene 2 side. This way. Let's see what that looks like. Up. See if the other one shows up. Because then this side already blew up. We got to put it back somewhere where it's closer. Let's put it back here so you can see it. But these are just fun objects and assets that you can use that are already programmed by Buildbox engineers. Really kind of cool. Make your game a little bit more attractive, and they could have some functionality too to your game. And oh, on this one I didn't put parameters 600. 600. Should have pasted it. And that's it. Okay. So Buildbox, pretty cool. That's your first game. The next, we're gonna actually code the next video. Right. So there it is, getting big. And you could see if you had those as enemies, they'd pop out at you and make it a little bit harder, or if you had some kind of visual thing where it kind of blocks your view. So you're trying to line up that hoop, but you can't quite get through because your vision's blocked. So we'll work with that next time. We're going to actually do some of the coding part of this game. But very great program, really scalable, and just something that can make you great. Help you innovate. I'll see you next time.